me voy. El ferro, el Porsche, la C3 o el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo, tranquilo en la mía es que estoy. El Richard Zafiro, Dios me los bendiga. Mis hijos no nacerán otro como Floyd. Las baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tú ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Porque mi tiempo me vale dinero. No te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me bendijo porque me mero. Soy mi jefe, so hago lo que yo quiero. Aquí arriba no llegan. Tú sabes que aquí es real. Mere, me venga a frontear. Preguntarle al banquero, son 3 melones semanal. No existe quien me va a parar.
Now from Citi Field in Flushing, New York, we welcome you to another edition of baseball on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the San Francisco Giants and the New York Mets. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Taijuan Walker, a right-hander out of Louisiana, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, Matt, the results always haven't been good with Taijuan Walker, and I have the slogan with Taijuan Walker. I'm going to give up on Taijuan Walker when he gives up on himself. A big, strong guy, still has a good arm, good enough fastball with some velo. His off-speed pitches are good enough. It's about confidence, and if Taijuan Walker can find it, he'll take it to that next level.
Lamont Wade Jr., the batter, and we are set for baseball here this evening. And we are underway now in New York as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one.
First pitch, 7-11.
Walker peers in. Here it is on 1-0. A ball and a strike. 67 degrees our game time temperature. Now the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
To short, hit hard. Baez fields it cleanly. And there's one away. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
You know, I think there's some concern about the way Brendan Belt is playing. I mean, talk about a rough season. His batting average is sort of an eyesore right now. He just hasn't put it together all season long, and it's become somewhat of a topic of discussion around this team.
So no need to wait, as here he is, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. That batting average hovering in the high 230s, 18 homers, and 38 runs batted in. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. 2-0. Belt is a guy you have to keep an eye on in the batter's box. He's definitely been known to drop down a bunt from time to time. That's something he's really good at.
And in today's game, Matty, this is such a lost start. I know you love this one. Guy dropping a drag bunt down for a knock, putting him up, putting him down, getting down the first base line. Definitely sets the tone for the team.
Here's Baez to make the catch, and that becomes out number 2.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He comes in at 262 on the year, 21 homers and 59 RBIs. Now here it comes.
Ball 1. Look out, 1-1.
And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
Not likely to see a fourth fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Ready on 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Here now the 2-2. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Another 2-2 offering. Loud contact off the bat of Bryant and sent deep to left. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. Number 22 on the year as the Giants are staked to a 1-0 lead.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly just like that, and they take the lead.
And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson. As he'll take a look at ball one. He'll enter play down at an even 240 for the year. 13 home runs and 38 runs batted in. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor. He's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Hit in the air out to left field. Smith is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Giants off to a good start. Bye-bye, baby. It's a solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up, and the Giants are off to an early 1-0 lead. Johnny Cueto, the right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, Johnny Cueto's an interesting guy, man. Has a funky delivery. We call it the shimmy or the shake. He turns his back kind of Louis Tion style, throws from a lot of different arm angles, but his stuff is good. 93 to 96 miles an hour, good changeup, and a good hard slider. The key with Johnny Cueto, keeping his pitch count down early on in the game.
And now, Brandon Nimmo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter. Inside corner, called as strike 1 and 2.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Long run for the center fielder, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. What's the key for a home victory tonight, Hero?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now, and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at-bat's going to win this one.
He'll enter play here with an average just over 250, 28 home runs, and 68 runs batted in. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Cueto is sort of a curious case as a starter. Usually doesn't walk many guys, but at times he ends up giving up his share of hits. The translation on that is that he throws a lot of strikes, but oftentimes they are hittable strikes.
one of the keys, Matt, you'll have to watch from this guy. At times he kind of tiptoes, he tap dances around the strike zone. He has good stuff, but when he falls behind in the count, he tends to nibble a little bit. And then when he brings the ball into the strike zone, and when he does, he becomes much more predictable. And what happens with that? The hits per 9 innings tend to go up.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
3-2 full count. Here comes the payoff pitch. And he struck him out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now. 2-0. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. Michael Conforto would be next. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Again, another foul ball. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that with too much.
At the plate now, Michael Conforto hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And it's gone! Michael Conforto connects for a 2-run home run. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Mets move out to a 2-1 lead.
This is exactly what you want your offense to do, to get your fans involved. Bottom of the first inning, let's get it started early with a homer.
Here's Javier Baez.
The shortstop,
And Cueto starts him out with strike 1. 22 home runs on the ledger for him so far this year. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Count is 1-2 now.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Here comes the 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 2-1 New York. So in now for San Francisco, Brandon Crawford. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. And now the first pitch. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Gone into the upper tank. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 18 for him on the campaign. And the Giants have come back to knock this one up at 2 apiece.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Mike Yastrzemski digging in at the plate as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. The batting average down in the low 210s. An even 20 home runs and an even 50 RBIs. Walker's ready. 0-1 pitch on its way. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
But that finds its way through for a base hit. The throw into second. The tag, and he's nabbed trying for 2.
Batting seven, the catcher, number 2, Casale.
Standing in now, Curt Casale. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now the 1-0. And a two-seam fastball. One out, nobody on. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Fouled away. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Here's Tommy La Stella now. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. 2 out, nobody on. Misses, ball 2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and the inning continues. Throw into second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Into the box now, Johnny Cueto. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The set and the 1-0. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. This is line to left. That's in there. Base hit. LaStella rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher.
Stepping in now, Lamont Wade, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Second appearance here, he grounded out to start the ball game. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Fastball laid off well below the knees. 2 out with the man at first. Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front. Fly ball right down the line in left. Smith will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. On now to the bottom of the second. San Francisco leads this one 3-2. Last half of the second set to go, and digging in is the outfielder, Dominic Smith.
Dominic.
First pitch on its way. As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Hit back up the middle. And this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
To the plate now, Jonathan Villar, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
A runner at first with no outs here. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan Villar.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Full count. Here it comes. Grounded to third. This could be two. Bryant's got it. To second for one. On to first to complete the double play.
Made him throw a lot of pitches in that at-bat, but he'll take the double play as a trade-off for sure.
Next up for New York, Patrick Mazeika will try to make something happen with two gone in the bottom of the second. Here's the first pitch to him. Liner toward right center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he will get in there with his first big league hit, a double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. In now, Taijuan Walker, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
0-2. Here it is.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Here comes the 1-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they've both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
2-2. Here it is. This one's blooped out toward right center field. La Stella is calling for it, and that ends the inning. Mets strand one. They trail 3-2. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off to the Giants.
Top of the third set to get underway, and standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. Infield in the overshift here, now the pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Next to bat for the Giants, Chris Bryant. And we'll see what he can do here after going deep his first time up. Now here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Third inning. Already a 3-2 ball game. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
At the plate now, Alex Dickerson, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Up top, it's 2-0. Two and one after the foul ball there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away.
Super important situation right here for the pitcher to go 1-2-3. Get back in the dugout, regroup. He struggled early, but if he can knock out this 1-2-3 inning, I think he can right the ship.
The 2-2. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Giants down in order, and it remains a 3-2 ball game.
Back now for the Mets' third turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Case in point, they currently rank last in the league in team batting average and on-base percentage. On that note, one of the hitters told me, "I'd be lying if I told you it isn't frustrating for everyone. We're all really competitive guys in that clubhouse, so to be where we are is probably keeping some guys up at night." Sounds like a group looking for answers, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading up for the Mets,
Bottom of the third now, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Brandon Nimmo. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Line hard, deep into left. Dickerson is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Here comes the 1-2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
So here's Jeff McNeil. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 6 home runs and 29 driven in. The windup and the 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Fastball well outside.
From 0-2 to 3-2, this is a pretty good at bat. Making this pitcher come back and really have to battle. This is a pretty good at bat right here.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Yastrzemski coming on. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They're down 3-2. So now to the plate, Brandon Crawford. He'll lead it off here against Taijuan Walker.
Brandon Crawford.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. One gone. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mets organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Standing in now, Mike Yastrzemski, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through. Giants center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count. Fouled away. We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
And now this is foul tipped at the plate, and that appeared to catch a lot of the home plate umpire in the process. Hope he's all right down there. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The catcher.
Up next, Curt Casali comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Now here's the first offering.
Oh, that's low.
High and deep down the left field line. And foul. Down the left field line and deep. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Giants catcher. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Tommy La Stella would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And strike 3 called as he says, "You got to be kidding me," with the side retired. Fair to say? Oh my goodness. These folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. Now to bat, Michael Conforto. He'll lead it off against Johnny Cueto.
The right fielder, Michael Conforto.
First pitch on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Sitting in a good spot right here. 2 ball, 1 strike count is yet to see a fastball. Have to be sitting on one right here.
The 2-1 home. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Wade is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And that brings up Javi Baez, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
At the plate, Dominic Smith, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Very weakly on the ground. Three and 1 to the Mets left fielder. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Jonathan Villar. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. From the stretch.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Mets leave 1. Still a 3-2 ball game. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll give way to the veteran second baseman, Tommy La Stella. Walker peers in. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0 home.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Swing and oh my. Hit him with the high. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. Solo shot to right center. 3rd home run for him on the year, and it will stake the Giants a 4-2 lead.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
Into the box now, Johnny Cueto. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. 1 for 1 with a single so far. The 1-0. A ball and 2 strikes. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Next to hit, Lamont Wade. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he'll take a look at ball 1. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Taken, but called a strike. And that misses up and in, 3-1. On deck, the left-handed hitting Brandon Belt. 1 out, nobody on. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. Fouled off. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And that's low, ball 4.
Now batting, the first baseman, Brandon.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He's set, and the pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. Smith is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. 2 down with a runner at first, and that'll bring up Chris Bryant. From the belt, kicks and deals. A pitch out, the throw, and they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. And now here is Patrick Mazeika. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Now here's the pitch. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both a left-hander and a right-hander get loose. The 1-0 home. Fly ball into straightaway left. Dickerson's under it. 1 out. J.D. Davis steps into the on-deck circle now, looking to start something here with 1 gone in the inning. First pitch on its way. Looking at his career totals, Davis carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. 4-2 our score here as we play inning number 5. A ball and a strike.
Hey, be on the lookout right here. Usually when a pitcher drops in a curveball for a strike looking, now he'll try and throw it in the dirt, get you to fish a little bit. I want to see where he goes here.
2-1 the count. Into the windup and the pitch. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
The batter, the center fielder, Brandon.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There is La Stella to Crawford for 1. So the next to bat will be Pete Alonso. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. Ready with the 0-2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes now.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. A runner on first with 2 away. And it's fouled away. Another try at 2-2. And he fouls this one off.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Right fielder looking up. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. 29 home runs for him on the year, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Into the box, Jeff McNeil. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Flew out last time up. The 1-0.
Nope, that's the ball.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it.
Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight, and we are tied 4-4. Jerry's Familia takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. New inning set to get underway, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Chris Bryant. First pitch on its way, as he'll take a look at ball 1. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
To the plate now, Alex Dickerson, as he'll look at a slider that runs in too far for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now the 1-0. 4-4 is our score as we play the 6th. Fouled away. Just hung in there on that one. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes, the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Brandon Crawford digging in next. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0. Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in. Two balls and a strike.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. From the stretch. Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Grounded to the right. And there are 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 5.
Next, here is Mike Yastrzemski. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
No balls and 1 strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 2 out here and a runner at second. Fouled off.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring, an infield single, a booted ball, and he crosses the plate. That might not be the case if he were still on second.
The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Number 65 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
Number 65.
Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Michael Conforto.
The right fielder, Michael Conforto.
First pitch of the AB now. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. All even now, 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Hit softly down the line at first. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So with 1 out for him here, this obviously a big game as you check out the standings on your screen, and you can see their lead is just 1 game entering play here today. One away now for the Mets in the 6th, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes ball 1.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there, 1-0.
And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
A couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup, so if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
A bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike.
Hey, boys, he's lucky he's getting this pitch back right here. That's normally a wipeout pitch down and away. He hung that one. It looked like he almost confused the hitter.
He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Dominic Smith stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Into the bullpen and gone. Solo shot to right center. 12 home runs for him now thus far. As they will take the lead here, it's now a 5-4 ball game.
There's still some game left to be played, but that one swing could end up being a deciding factor in this one.
So now to the plate, Jonathan Villar. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Three and 1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and the count goes full 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup, or do you stay with the heater?
The catcher, Patrick.
Next for the Mets, Patrick Mazeika. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Using the slide step to try to control the running game.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
And he takes a called strike 2. 2 out with the man at first. 2-2 to the Mets catcher. The 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. Bottom third of the order, 7-8-9 due up to start the 7th. It's now 5-4 New York. Now to the plate, Kurt Casale, 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Down by 1. I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that one run across. Others, they're going to look for 1 or 2 big swings to make it happen.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Popped him up. And there's the first out. Into the box, Tommy La Stella. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, and going back to that last at-bat when he hit the homer, that was a fastball that was up in the zone. This guy likes the ball up in the zone, so if I'm on the mound right now, I'm thinking try to keep the ball at the knees and below. He doesn't handle that low pitch quite as well.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
1-1 to Tommy La Stella. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Hot shot down the line, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
Good battle. Count remains full. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. And that's the second out. Buster Posey will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. From the stretch, here's the pitch. He'll enter play with an average of .311, 15 long balls, 39 driven in. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3, and the deficit holds at 5-4. Dominic Leone gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th. Kevin Pillar is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. First offering on its way as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. Now the 0-1. One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And late reactions, and they got him.
Hey, a good right-handed pickoff move is really all about the footwork, and that was nice. He got his feet all the way around the first, which allowed his hips and everything else to clear for an accurate throw to the inside of the bag. That, and it was real quick, too.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Good late break to the slider. 87 on the gun there. It's 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. Striding in is Pete Alonso. 2 RBIs already, looking for more here.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Line toward the alley in left center. Yastrzemski's got it for out number 3. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. They lead it 5-4. Aaron Loop is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year. Ready to begin the 8th, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Lamont Wade.
Number 31, Lamont Wade Jr.
First pitch on the way. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 home. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
One gone here in the Giants' half of the 8th, and standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. Now the pitch. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And as Giants fans hear on television quite frequently, that ball is out of here. Solo shot to right center, and we are tied again. This one has turned into a slugfest of Ruthian proportions. 7 combined big flies. Do you guys remember seeing anything like that in a while?
Yeah, man, it's always tough to score runs over this big ballpark in Citi Field. Heck, D-Roll, they've moved the fences in a couple of different times here to make it easier for the Mets hitters.
You know, this has been such an impressive hitting performance today by this offense, considering the fact that we're in Citi Field, although aesthetically pleasing, not for an offensive ballpark.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Alex Dickerson. He went down on strikes last time up. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Goes after the sinker there as this is fouled away. It's 3 balls and a strike to the Giants left fielder.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And the count will be full. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Nope. Count 1-0.
The 1-0.
2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead. Three balls and a strike to count to the Giants shortstop.
We all know this guy is a great hitter. In a 3-1 count, this is just what he's looking for. He loves to hit when the count's in his favor like this.
Full count, 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Again, he sends it out of play. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. This is pulled into right. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. But some late-inning heroics here as this home run makes us even again. Home half of the 8th coming up, all even at 5 apiece. Jose Alvarez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Now at the plate here is Jeff McNeil. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Number 6.
And now the first pitch.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
Now the pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Two pitch is fouled away. The pitch.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Three-two pitch. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Michael Conforto. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
And he gets ahead 0-1. And he fouls this one off.
Halfway to the plate, this hitter's wondering why he even pulled the trigger on that. His hands feel like he's being stung by wasps right now.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Stepping in now, Javier Baez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Has a look, now the pitch. 2 balls and a strike.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
The 2-1 home. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Now another 2-2. Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Yastrzemski is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Now at the plate, Dominic Smith blasted a solo homer last time up. He's set. Here it comes. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. One and one. Outside, 2-1. to 2-2 now. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Liner towards second. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
Well, Dan, the sun goes down and this guy lights up right here. That's his 3rd knock of the night.
Talk about having a good night. 3 hits, and hey, he might have another at bat or 2 before this one ends.
At the plate, Jonathan Villar. A ball and no strikes. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the 1-0. Squared that one up just a little late. The set and the 1-1. Hard hit ball to second, and 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. This ball game still tied 5-all. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Seth Lugo will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Francisco Lindor will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Mike Yastrzemski. Now here's the first offering. And this is hit hard up the middle, and that is into right field, so the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the 9th.
The catcher, number 2, Kurt Casale.
At the plate now, Kurt Casale, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Go ahead run at first, nobody out. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. Now the 2-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
He's going to have to set his sights a little lower right there. That pitch was able to get by him. His swing was just a little under that one.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
Into the box now, Tommy La Stella, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. There's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. The 0-1. Runners on the move for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center as they've taken a 2-run lead. This has been quite a hitting display from both sides. That's home run number 8 on the day.
Yeah, Matt, it's always tough to score runs here, this big ballpark in Citi Field. Heck, D-Roll, they've moved the fences in a couple of different times here to make it easier for the Mets hitters.
You know, this has been such an impressive hitting performance today by this offense, considering the fact that we're in Citi Field, although aesthetically pleasing, not for an offensive ball player.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. The numbers, 282 to start play, 6 home runs, and 30 RBIs. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. That slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
Back up the middle, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
In now, Lamont Wade. A shot down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the 0-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? And there's out number 2. So here is Brandon Belt. He went deep last time up. First offering on its way. The 0-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And a front foot curveball here that misses down and in for ball 2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Here now the 2-2. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. And some dramatics here in the top of the ninth as this home run gives them the lead. Last chance coming up here for the Metropolitans. It's the Giants 7 and the Mets 5. Jake McGee is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. So striding in to start the ninth is Patrick Mazika as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up. From the stretch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first in time, one away. Now to the plate here is Francisco Lindor, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
And this guy's got some of the nastiest stuff in the game, and it is absolutely no fun for an offense to try and piece together any type of attack when he's throwing this stuff.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Yastrzemski is there, and quickly two are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home nine. Stepping in once again is Brandon Nimmo. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. Two out here in the ninth. First pitch on its way. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
You have to find a way in this situation to look in that on-deck circle and find a way to get your best hitter to the plate with a chance to tie it.
And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the ninth. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. High in the air out to center field. Back goes Yastrzemski. And he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
7-5 tonight's final. San Francisco with their 80th win to pace the division. Jose Alvarez wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Jake McGee closes the door for the save, his 28th on the season. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Seat in the back, supposed to be the front. Say it's too loud, still turning up. Why you all in my face? I don't give a you ride shotgun.
Our final line score tonight, First for the victorious Giants. 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Mets, 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ballgame, 3 hours and 22 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Citi Field, 41,922. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please get home safely.